This is third grade, chapter 4 review, and this is the fourth video in this series. Question number 13. A carpenter builds stools that have 3 legs each. How many legs does the carpenter use to build 5 stools? Use the array to explain how you know your answer is correct. So we have 3 legs on each stool, and there are 5 stools, and it tells us to use the array, and then we have to explain why our answer is correct. So when I'm looking at the problem, I'm working the problem 3 times 5. So I want 3 rows of 5. So 1, 2, 3. And 3 times 5, I can count by 5s, is 15. So the carpenter uses 15 legs. It says, explain how you know your answer is correct. I can count by 5s to get 15 legs, or I know 3 times 5 is 15, or equals 15. I have to excuse my handwriting, but so 3 times 5 is 15, and that's how many legs the carpenter uses. Number 14. Etta buys some ribbon and cuts it into 7 pieces that are the same length. Each piece is 9 inches long. How long was the ribbon Etta bought? So she has 7 pieces of ribbon, and each piece is 9 inches long. So we're working the problem 7 times 9. I can use the commutative property because I know 7 times 9 is the same as 9 times 7. If you don't have that fact memorized, you can, this is 5, 6, 7. On the left becomes your 10s, and on the right is your 1s. So 9 times 7, or 7 times 9, is 63. So it's 63 inches. Problem number 15. Antony and 3 friends divide some pennies evenly among themselves. Each friend separates his pennies into 3 equal stacks with 5 pennies in each stack. Write a multiplication sentence that shows the total number of pennies. So let's look at the information we have. We have Anton and 3 friends. So how many people is that? That's actually 4 people. 4 boys, girls, 4 boys and girls. But there's 4 people. Divide some pennies evenly among themselves. So they have their pennies divided evenly. Each friend separates his pennies into 3 equal stacks with 5 pennies in each stack. So we have 4 people, and each person has 3 stacks with 5 pennies in each stack, and we want to know how many that is altogether. Well, we can work this problem different ways because of the associative property and on the commutative property. I could say, I could work it just like it is, and 3 times 5 is 15, and then multiply 15 times 4 if I wanted to. Or I could decompose it a different way, and I can say, I can do it like this: 4 times 3 times 5, and that would be 4 times 3 is 12 times 5. That would give me the same answer. But I can look at it like in different ways here. I like to look at it like this way: 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 times 5. Then I can take my commutative property, and I can decompose the 12. The distributive property, decompose the 12 into 10 plus 2, and I'm still going to multiply all of that by 5. So then I can say 5 times 10, that's another way to write it without the multiplication symbol. Since this is third grade, I probably should go ahead and write that way though. 5 times 10 plus the answer to 5 times 2. So 5 times 10 is 50. And 5 times 2 is 10, and my total is 60. We also know that multiplication is repeated addition. So if I knew this was 15, 4 groups of 15, I could say 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15. Solve it, and that's 20, and carry the 2, and that's still 60. So either way, the answer to 4 times 3 times 5 is 60. That's the final answer for that one. Question number 16. Luke is making 4 first aid kits. He wants to put 3 large and 4 small bandages in each kit. How many bandages does he need for the kits? Show your work. So he's making 4 kits, and in each kit he has 3 large and 4 small bandages. So we have 4 kits, and each kit 3 large and 4 small bandages. So we have a couple of options here. We can say that we have 4 kits, and each kit has 3 plus 4 bandages in it, right? And 4 times 3 plus 4, 4 times 7 is 28. Or we could do it this way. We could have, we know that each kit has 4 times 3 large bandages, plus 4 times 4 small bandages, and we have 12 large bandages and 16 small bandages, and 12 plus 16 is 28. So altogether, whichever strategy you use, he has 28 bandages.